Is it the duty of children to look after their aged parents? The fact that there are old folks' homes in almost all countries in the world and that millions of older people are homeless, even in so-called advanced countries, points to the fact that not all children look after aged parents. It is generally believed that humans are grateful beings and are anxious to return help once given. If this is true, then children should be anxious to look after their aged parents, but such is not the case. It is indeed pathetic to see once proud souls living in charity homes, with just the bare necessities of life and minus all their loved ones, just waiting for death to come and claim them. In Singapore, neglect of old parents is serious enough to warrant the government considering passing a law to ensure that children look after aged parents. It certainly seems to be the duty of children to look after their parents. It goes without saying that parents who made many sacrifices to look after their growing children deserve to be looked after when they are too old to fend for themselves. Deprived of all sentimentality, this is just a repayment of debts. Also, a person who looks after his aged parents can expect his own children to look after him when he himself grows too old to look after himself. He would have been a good role model for his own children. Hence we can agree that it is the duty of children to look after aged parents. However, a question can be asked, is this always true? What if parents have neglected their children? There are instances of parents, especially fathers, deserting their wives and children when they are young and then coming back to live off them when they are too old. In most such circumstances, the recalcitrant parent is contrite and demonstrates with real tears that he is sorry for what he has done. To take him back would not be justice. Would the children then be under any moral obligation then? It certainly does not seem so. Another situation for consideration is when a person is not able to look after his parents. What if a person is poor, or lives in a small home, or if he does not have the time to give the elderly, often sick, parent the attention he or she needs? Also, what if the adult child is himself or herself too sick to take on the added responsibility? In such cases also, there could be exceptions. However, bearing all the above, under normal circumstances it can be agreed that adult children must look after their aged parents. In this regard, any government is fully justified in passing a law to ensure that they do. Perhaps too the government can appoint an authority to mediate and make decisions where there are factors to consider to warrant an exception to the law.